everybody, Moira here, and it is Wednesday, hump day, and it is currently 1 o'clock, just gone 1, and I have been to a store and I am now headed to another one. I had an eyebrow appointment this morning because if you'd seen me the last 2 days, they were really bad. Like, they were so overgrown. So now they are back to normal, and so I just had to put some pencil through them so I feel human again. Today also marks the last day of work for Michael and I before we go off on our little adventure. So we are on holidays from tomorrow and we're away until Tuesday after Easter. I can't remember what date that is, and I cannot wait. Last night we went and bought just stuff that we thought we would need for food because we're staying in houses. So we've hired a house out at Horsham for 2 days, and then we're going to a mate's place and we're staying at his place for Saturday, and then we've hired another house up in Albury for another 2 days. Then we move on, and I think it's near Bathurst our last house is. So we've hired another house out there for 2 days, and all the houses that Michael's found have pools in them. So I've packed my bathers and my board shorts, and it's supposed to be warm, more so tomorrow and Friday is supposed to be hot. Saturday is supposed to be really hot, but we have the party on Saturday. Then Sunday, Monday it's supposed to rain. I don't have an issue with that, and then it's supposed to warm up again as we head into Sydney. So I can't wait. I thought I would update you because the last time I spoke to you I was in Tasmania, and I weighed in when I got back. So I got back on the Friday, weighed in Saturday morning, and I had lost a kilo. I think I had lost 1 kilo, no, 1 kilo. So I was so super happy with that because it's just showing me that I am still learning to understand what I can eat when I'm away. And Tasmania I am finding easier than WA, and I think the last trip that I had to WA, you know, I was here, there and everywhere, and I wasn't in one place for the whole time, so I didn't have a starting point to cook. Whereas in Tasmania I find that much easier to manage and do myself. So yeah, I was super happy losing a kilo. Then over the weekend, so Sunday I think I had lost like 800 grams. Then Monday morning I woke up and I had lost in total for last week, I had lost 2.2 kilos. The Monday of the 12th I weighed 148.8 kilos. And this Monday I weighed 146.6 kilos. I was so happy with that, super happy. And it made me feel good that I can go on. I know that I can go on holidays because I've been traveling for work for 2 straight weeks, and know that I'll be able to make good food choices. So I'm really excited, even more so to go on holidays. The other thing that I not necessarily just realised, but I now understand more that when I talked about, you know, enjoying the process and going through the ups and downs of getting into ketosis, that I really am. I really truly am enjoying learning what it takes my body, what's best for my body, because everybody is different, and I'm really learning that. But I'm really understanding a phrase that Matt from Keto Connect keeps saying, that when people look at doing the keto diet, they think about it and they think about it and they think about it, and because they want all the knowledge so that they don't waste any time when they start keto. And I was like that. I researched the hell out of keto for 3 solid weeks before I took the leap of faith and just did it. And because I was worried about wasting time, whereas I wasted 3 weeks. and I could have just, you know, lowered my carb, and that's really what I did the first few days, was just lower my carbs to under 20 grams and increase my fat. But I still, definitely didn't waste 3 weeks, but my first 3 weeks I only lost 2 kilos, and I kept telling myself it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, you know, it is a process. My body was really damaged when I started keto, so it's probably just taking that time to heal itself. But then I adjusted my macros. So, you know, I really believe that there is a big learning curve, and you always will be learning, because as you lose weight or as your body health improves, you will learn other things that your body needs. And that's what I'm discovering, and I really wanted to share that with you guys, because if there is somebody that is on the fence about whether to start, just start. You'll know really quickly if you are up for the lifestyle change. And for me, it is my mindset. In the past, as I've said before, I have tried pretty much every diet there is to try. Some stupid extreme diets, plenty that we paid loads of money for and seen no results. But this one, and not to say that this one is a good fit, but I'm really comfortable knowing that I am doing the right thing for my body. But my mindset has also changed, and I understand more that I need to feel fulfilled when I'm eating, and I do on keto. So I don't know if that helps anybody, but it was something that I was thinking these last couple of days, just feeling really good. Monday, I really was listening to my body and thinking, why am I craving sweet stuff? And then it hit me, right, it's period week. So to combat that, I made a mug cake that I got the recipe off Keto Connect. And the last time I made a mug cake, it was a disaster. So I went in really apprehensive. Oh God, am I going to like it? Is it going to be any good? And far out, guys. I will link it below, but my God, I took a photo of it and posted it to my Instagram, because it was just too good not to share. Like, it was just so good. So the mixture the recipe is actually to make a mixture, and it's all dry ingredients, and so you can put this mixture together. They make it in a mason jar. I actually didn't have any mason jars, so I just put it into a Pyrex glass container, and it makes 4 mug cakes. So all that you have to do is put an egg in your mug, a half a cup of the mixture, mix it all up, pop it into the microwave for 1 minute, and that is it. And it literally pops, like, you turn it into a bowl, it pops right out. I serve it with a tablespoon of thick cream, and oh my God, it smells amazing. And then the texture is so fluffy, and it's so good, and it's got great taste. It smells, I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm probably making myself hungry. So that I used that to combat it, and it worked perfectly, which is a real change, because I now am realizing just when symptoms happen, or if something pops up that I'm craving, or something is putting my mind in another direction, then I just take a minute to say to myself, what are you really thinking? What are you really feeling? And that's something that I got from listening to The Secret, because your mind can run at 1,000,000 miles an hour if you let it. But if something's happening, for me it was, I want chocolate, I want chocolate, I want chocolate. I didn't want just chocolate, I wanted churros, I wanted donuts, I wanted everything that I could get my hands on. And then I just had to stop for a minute and think, what are you thinking? What's really happening? And that's when I asked myself, could it be your period? Yes, it could, and yes, it will be. So I'm expecting that tomorrow, of course, first day of holidays. Anyway, worse things could be happening, but I think the biggest lesson for me is that I actually stopped and realized what was happening. And this morning, and last night, I had a little bit of a headache. I had a glass of water, and that normally fixes it, and it did last night, but I did take myself off to bed a little bit earlier just so I could sleep at any headache that I did have off. I'm not one to take Panadol, and a lot of the time for me it is I haven't drunk enough water. And I know yesterday for work was it just really threw my day out. It didn't. I had a meeting in the afternoon and it was bang on lunch, and before the meeting I wasn't hungry, and I thought, if I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna make myself sick. So I didn't eat, and then my meeting didn't finish until 4:45. I thought, oh man, and I wasn't overly hungry, but I hadn't drunk enough water. Normally by that stage I would have drunk my 2 liters of water that I bring out with me, and I hadn't even got through my 1 liter. So I know that was the case yesterday, but I've still got a little bit of the remnants of it just on my right temple today, so I'm trying to get in as much water. I've already gone through 1 liter. I'm just trying to keep the water up so that I don't want to have to take any Panadol. But I think that's another symptom of my period, because I remember last month I had headaches as well, and then in the last 3 weeks I haven't had 1 headache. So I think that is which leads me to believe that is another symptom of my period. It's amazing what you can understand when you're when your body is able to easily digest your food. You're not bloated, you don't have a food hangover or anything like that. You're not busy, your body's not busy dealing with food. It's able to tell you if there's something wrong, and I am just blown away by that difference, because I've never understood that before. When people say, oh, your body will tell you, my body was screaming at me for years and years, and I didn't listen to it. So now it's just blowing my mind. So speaking of audiobooks, last time I spoke to you I said I had just finished The Secret. I am back in daylight. I just wasn't sure if there's going to be enough light in the tunnel. There is plenty of light, but I just wasn't sure if it would be enough to illuminate myself. So I thought I would just hold, and then when I watch this back I realized, oh my god, there's so much light. So yeah, I have finished The Secret, and I started a new book yesterday called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and I had heard a lot about this. I think I'd mentioned before, I am thinking about looking at doing an online business just to create a side income, and so we could have side income to go on holidays, to do renovations around the house, to build up our emergency fund. And that's why I'm seriously looking into an online business of sorts. And people had said, great that you've read The Secret. Next book you need to read is Rich Dad Poor Dad, because it will really change your perception on money. And I'm only into chapter 2, so we'll see. And so far so good. We'll see what I think of it once I start listening to more of it. Well, that's it guys, as I go round the bend. I am about 10 minutes away from my next store, which is Moonee Ponds. Then I have to do one more store after that before I call it a day and able to start my holidays. So I hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday hump day, and I will speak to you in my next video. Bye.